about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, Brandon, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Burns drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Touchdown, Washington. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll give to Hunt here on the option, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. They run again with Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. From the 36, Hurts. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Again, it's Hunt. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jalen Hurts with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Hurts. And complete to Drake London. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the counter, Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, Mayfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield got this complete to Jahan Dotson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mayfield to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Mayfield off the play fake. Completes it to Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Sets up to throw it. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Herb Smith Jr., a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Hurts. He's got a man complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. This taken in at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Mayfield on play action. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way,
he's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Irv Smith Jr. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Chase Young, his second sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Washington going to send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Jackson. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield under pressure. They got him again. Nick Bosa in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Play fake. Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Throw left side, there's London. He's got room at the 30, down the left sideline.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Touchdown, Falcons. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Touchdown! Josiah DeGuara, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Chase Young bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ready.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out.
And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Cameron Curl.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Commanders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts finds his tight end Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run right side with Hunt. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kareem Hunt, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Hurts will throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They go play action. Mayfield. And this one is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield with it once more. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20, 10, 5. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Coup for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders, and they are going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll begin by running the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Mayfield down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost,